The International Monetary Fund's chief economist Gita Gopinath has spoken exclusively with ET Now, where she has talked about the world economic outlook that the IMF puts out every quarter. Now, there is a definite change in tone and optimism since the last IMF outlook report, which came in October of 2020. In this interview, Gita Gopinath told us that India is growing at a better than expected rate. The recovery is a better than expected recovery. So the outlook for 2021, for example, has been increased by 2.7% to 11.5%, which means we will grow at 11.5% in 2021. But important to note that Gita Gopinath also warns that you have to see how far we are away from where we would have grown had there been no coronavirus or COVID-19 pandemic. And that calculation is we are 9% away from that point. So India has a lot of ground to cover. One of the ways of doing that is accelerating the vaccination program that we're rolling out. What is working for us, according to Ms. Gopinath, is that experts are telling her 50 to 60% of Indians in large cities may already have the COVID-19 antibodies. So maybe we're moving towards some amount of herd immunity. Having said that, vaccinating quickly at a large pace is crucial, because otherwise we are prone to new mutations of COVID-19, which these vaccines may not work on. So we have to push the pedal on vaccinations. Another very important point, remember, we had the opportunity to speak to Ms. Gopinath ahead of Budget 2021. And she has quite a list of things that we should do in Budget 2021 that the FM can look at. Importantly, among them, at number one, is the improvement in how much we allocate to healthcare as a country. So far, healthcare has accounted for about 1% of our allocation of our GDP. That's not nearly enough. We need to increase that dramatically, says Ms. Gopinath. We need to look at other social sector parameters like the education and the impact on education because of COVID-19, how those inequalities can be reduced, more support and help to MSMEs that have suffered, more support and expansion of schemes like Manrega, and more liquidity to be actually reaching those companies that need it. So that is the prescription as far as budget is concerned. Another very important comment that came from Ms. Gopinath was on the farm laws, the controversial farm laws that some farmers have been protesting for the last 2 months at least. She says that these farm laws, once they are implemented, and implementing reforms is difficult, but these farm laws could increase farmer incomes quite dramatically. Last but not least, I think the headline that has come out of the interview is when I asked her, when do you think that India will return to pre-pandemic levels of growth? When will the economy come back there? She says, as of now, by their calculations, it will take at least till 2025. We hope there will be policies coming through, though, that will accelerate that process. Please watch the full interview right here on ET Now.